9 catches, 119 yards. What does it mean for you to look down and see those numbers on your stat sheet after a game?
Well, actually, during the game, people kept asking, how many catches do you have? And I kept telling them, hopefully 10. I was going over 10. But yes, I found out like the next day, 9, which is still great. I mean, I was happy. I mean, the thing is that I'm getting some of this praise, but any other receiver could have done that on our team. We have a lot of depth. Any other opportunities that anybody could have, like say Eli wasn't at that spot, he would have made those same plays. I mean, that's the great thing about us and our receiving core is we have a lot of depth and a lot of talent there.
I hate to bring up a bad memory. I think the one play I remember from you from last year was the drop against Kentucky.
Yeah.
Has that motivated you going into this season?
Yeah, I knew that was coming up. I see that all over the place. I'll never live it down, but yeah, it always motivates me, you know. I know I lost some trust from some people, and that, I mean, it was a perfect pass. It's one of those ones that are just beautiful, and you just take your eyes off for a second, slides right through, and you can't do that. So, yeah, it's motivated me. Hopefully I get some trust back from some of the fans. I got it from the coaches and the players, so hopefully I can continue doing that.
Teddy Bridgewater, after the spring game, said, if I throw it to him, he'll catch it all the time. I mean, it seems like you gained his trust back.
Yeah, definitely. You know, I'd already had Will's trust because going back to high school and then coming in and playing. And now I just had to work on Teddy, and we've been throwing every day, catching, and always after we warm up, I like to go catch some of his passes just to kind of get the feel again and yeah, get that trust. And I know when the ball's in the air, I got to make the play because if not, I'm going to hear about it later, so got to make it.
How much better is Teddy now than this time last year? Maybe even at the end of the season.
A lot better. I mean, he's great. He's learning the offense like everybody else. I think not just Teddy, but everybody. But yeah, Teddy. I mean, he's learning. He knows everything that's going on. He knows the reads. He's not making any mistakes. Like you said, no interceptions. We had scrimmages each Saturday, so we've had 3 actual scrimmages, and I don't think he's thrown 1 interception. So I mean, he knows exactly where to put the ball, when to throw it, and of course he's elusive and he can get away from people and make some big plays, and that's what we need from him.
We've heard a lot about the relationship between Teddy and Will. You know Will well. Is that like an odd couple? Like, are they really that close as everyone says they are?
No, they really are. I know that people might think, yeah, they go after each other, and they say they do in the media because they don't want that, I guess, beef out there. But no, they definitely both work hard. That's why Teddy is so good and coming on right now, because Will's always pushing him because Will's right behind him and he's pushing him really. And if Teddy ever goes down, which hopefully will never ever happen, I would never saw anybody, but Will would be right there. And then so I mean they're both just pushing each other. Will's getting better because of Teddy, and Teddy's getting better because of Will. So I mean it's just kind of a combo thing going back and forth. And yeah, they definitely like each other. It's no hatred right there. You
go through drills, you watch the tape. What do you see out of Devontae Parker, and what are we about to see maybe this season?
Amazingness. That guy has gotten so much better. I mean, last year he could only, I guess, go up and catch the ball. He's got a knack for just going and get the ball. We call him the ball fetcher. Just throw the ball up, he's going to go get it. I mean, he is amazing. But now what he's working on is his other routes. Because coming out of high school, he's probably only ran slants and goes. That's all he needed to do. So now Coach Dugans has been working on, hitches, out routes, in routes, everything. And, I mean, he's getting the technique down, and he's going to be a heck of a player.
How often do you hear the name Wes Welker when people talk about you and your game?
I hear it a lot, and I mean, it's an honor being mentioned like that, because I definitely watch Wes all the time. I love watching the Patriots play, Deion Branch. I mean, I love watching them. Their offense is awesome. And being compared to Wes Welker is just an honor. I mean, it's pretty great. I like to watch him, some of the routes he does from the slide. He's got a knack for getting open, and that's kind of what I got to do. Get open and just make the plays.
When you see a coach say every team needs a Scott Radcliff, I mean, what that's got to be pretty cool.
I was kind of shocked, really. I mean, that was like you say, really cool. Yeah, Coach Watson's a great coach, and when he said that, a big smile on my face. I mean, that just, as a player, that makes you feel like you have accomplished something. Of course, you want to keep going, but it feels like you accomplished something and you got the coach's trust. So that's kind of what I want to be like. I want the coach to be able to trust me.
What do you think he meant by that?
Just that, I don't know, I guess they always say I work hard, I come to work every day, I make the plays, I'm I'm not, I guess, not the most athletic, but not the fastest. But I mean, I get open. I do what they ask me to do. I'm more of a technician, and I understand the defense concepts, and just gotta, I don't know.
What do you run the 40 in? And I don't mean what you want to run it in, but what do you really run it in?
Well, we haven't been timed in about a year. The last time I ran a 40 was about a 4.66, I think. But hopefully I'm faster now. We've done a lot in the weight room.
What do you do to get faster in the weight room? What?
A bunch of squats, I mean, pretty much just legs, and then run with plates behind you, sleds, a bunch of explosion type box jumps. I mean, it's more just like kind of jumps that, it's more getting off the ball is what it is.
Who did you learn from when you got here? Was it Beaumont, or was there some other?
I've had some great athletes in front of me. Like, that's the reason I am what I am today, because I followed Trent Guy first, and then, of course, Scott Long and them always just took me under their wing and helped me out. And then, of course, Doug, I followed him behind, and I always watch film, and I still watch film on Doug, because we're kind of the same kind of athlete, more of like a possession receiver, I guess you'd say. And, yeah, I mean, he was a great player, and that's the kind of player I would like to be.
You got a touchdown catch sooner than he did.
I did. He was upset.
Amongst the fan base here, it's obvious there's a sense of anticipation that has been around quite a while, and I'm certain you guys feel the same way. But sort of talk about you feel like all the pieces are there, or what you guys are looking for.
Yeah, we're looking for big things this year. I mean, of course, every year you want to go into the year, we want to win every game, and this year even more so. I mean, we have the chance to be a great team, and we have a lot of young talent coming in, even some more coming in June. It's going to be a great time. We have a lot of good players, and the best thing about it is we have a lot of depth. And when you have depth like that, you always have position battles going back and forth, which makes everybody better. And so by the time the season comes, everybody's at the top caliber of their playing.
Can you take any motivation from the Final Four run of the basketball team? Does that cross over?
Yeah, definitely want to compete, because you want to be the sport of the city. But I mean, I'm a Louisville fan, so I love both. I mean, I love the Final Four. I mean, that was awesome. The basketball team did great, and yeah, it'd be awesome if we could go to the BCS championship or BCS game, something like that. That'd be awesome. So yeah, we definitely want to compete with that.
How do you feel like you guys are handling expectations so far?
Great. I feel like past couple of years, we were always at the bottom. Bulls going to come in last in the Big East, but now we're in a different position. They have us towards the top. I think probably first. And Coach Strong always, every day, he mentions that we got to be able to stay humble, stay hungry. You got to go at it every day, trying to be the best. Because if you don't improve, you just stay the same, and that's when everybody passes you up. So you got to improve every day.
Being from here, and with the Kentucky game is the first game of the year, won it last year, Coach talked about never letting them have that trophy back. I mean, is that something during the off season though now, that since it is the first game, that it's something that'll be talked about quite a bit?
Yeah, definitely. We don't start game planning until after camp, but I mean, in our weight room there's a clock that says countdown to Kentucky, and it's ticking, and every day it gets shorter and shorter. So, I mean, you got less time to prepare, and everybody's getting ready. I mean, it's a great motivation. It's a great rivalry. We're hoping to have a great game and do well.
Any news on Quick?
I can't give that out. I don't know. No clue. There you go.
Thanks.